Good morning, children. Today now we will discuss about the motion of the ninth class lesson, first lesson, motion. So we are known already that motion of the people, motion of the train. Already these are the examples which we discussed in the previous classes. I mean seventh and eighth classes. So seasons also example for the motions, and day and night also we can take example of the motion. Now today we will discuss clearly about the motion, what is the motion, what is the distance, what is the displacement, etc. with examples. So what is the motion? First one is that what is the motion? A body is said to be in motion when its position is continuously changing with the time interval. When its position is continuously changing. If we wanted to say one body is in a motion, it has to change its position continuously. It should not be at the same place. It has to change its place. Then we can say it is in a motion. A body is said to be in motion when its position is changing continuously. So that is called motion. For example, we can take the train. Train moving. Train moving means it is the best example for motion. It is changing continuously its position. And train, bus, car, bike, anything like examples. So that is it. Next, distance. Distance is the length of the path traversed by the object in a time interval. Distance is the length of the path traversed in a given time interval. So suppose example, this is B, A to B, the object is moving. Here to here, the object is moving. A to B is the distance, you can take it. Distance D. So this is the path, length of the path traversed in a given interval time. So example, you can take time T. This is the distance, and distance can be taken as a D. So that is. Next, displacement. So displacement is the length or distance which is traveled in less time or covered in the displacement. You can take as the shortest distance of the path. Shortest distance of the path. Which is the shortest distance? This path shortest distance. We can take this. Displacement is the shortest distance covered in a given interval time. So yes, you can take displacement is a yes. It is indicated by yes, and it is indicated by D. You can take as displacement is the shortest distance covered in a time interval. You can take. So example, you can take this is the displacement is a vector quantity. It is a vector quantity. Displacement is a vector quantity. So what is the vector quantity? So what is the quantity? Vector quantity. What is the vector quantity? What is the scalar quantity? There are based on the physical quantities. There are two types of quantities are there. Physical quantity. Based on the physical quantity, there are two types of quantities are there. One is that vector quantity, and second one is the scalar quantity. So what is the vector quantity? What is the scalar quantity? Let us see. Vector quantity. Vector. Any quantity that has both the magnitude and direction. If any quantity has both magnitude and direction. It has magnitude and direction means we can say that is the vector quantity. Next, scalar quantity. Scalar quantity. Any quantity that has only the direction or only the magnitude, then we can say it is the example for the scalar quantity. So vector quantity we can indicate by a line segment. This is the vector quantity, and it is this arrow will tell the direction. This will tell the magnitude. So magnitude, direction. If both is there, this is the vector quantity. Vector quantity can be denoted by line segment. In the line segment, arrow will show the direction, and this length is the magnitude. So you can see the some examples of scalar quantity and vector quantity. So what are the examples of vector quantity? You can take examples of vector quantity. Vector quantity examples are velocity you can take. So velocity have the direction and magnitude. And displacement you can take. Displacement you can take. Acceleration you can take. Momentum also you can take. Momentum, acceleration you can take this. These both are the examples of this one. And scalar quantity you can take time. It don't have the both magnitude and direction. Only time is there that particular magnitude only. There is no direction to that one. Time and mass also you can take. Length also you can take. Mass, length, etc. So this is the introduction to the motion chapter for 9th class study. Motion. What is the motion? So a body is said to be in motion when its position is continuously changing. Then we can say that is in the motion. Next, distance. Distance can be defined as that the path of the object traveled in a length, particular length. So distance is the length of the path traversed by a given interval times. Next, displacement, which is covered the shortest distance. And next, vector and scalar quantity, and this displacement is the vector quantity we are telling. So vector quantity can be defined as the length of the line segment. In the line segment, arrow will show the direction and length will show the magnitude. So what is the vector quantity? What is the scalar quantity means? Vector quantity means which quantity has both magnitude and the direction. Both magnitude and the direction. Then it is called the vector quantity. And what is the scalar quantity means only one, either direction or magnitude. Maybe maximum magnitude only will be, direction will not be. So that is called the scalar quantity. So examples you can take vector quantity, velocity, displacement, momentum. Scalar quantity examples, time, mass, length, etc. So okay.